The Mazda RX-7 is one of the most iconic cars in automotive history, especially in the world of sports car enthusiasts. It is not just another car, but rather a symbol of innovation and boldness in Japanese engineering, with an engine as intriguing as its design. Produced by Mazda between 1978 and 2002, the RX-7 won the hearts of drivers around the world with its Wankel rotary engine, a rarity among cars, which set it apart from practically everything else available at the time. Let's start with the engine, the true heart of this legend. Instead of traditional pistons, the rotary engine used triangular rotors that rotated inside an oval chamber. This design allowed the engine to be much lighter and more compact, delivering power with less weight. This translated into dynamic performance, where the RX-7 could accelerate quickly, with an almost instantaneous engine response. The characteristic roar of this type of engine is also something that enthusiasts recognize from afar. It is unlike any other. But what really cemented the RX-7 in pop culture was its presence in racing and film. In the 1990s, it was a favorite among street racing enthusiasts, especially in Japan, where the drift and street racing scenes were booming. Its perfect balance and 50-50 weight distribution made it a precision machine in the corners. It was as if the RX-7 had been designed to cut corners surgically, which made it a favorite on the drift circuits. In the movies, the RX-7 shone in the Fast and Furious franchise, gaining prominence as one of the main cars in street racing. This helped take its popularity to a new level, showing that, in addition to its beauty and capability, it also had that cool factor. It was not just a car for car fanatics. The RX-7 became an object of desire for anyone who liked action, speed, and adrenaline. And who could forget the impact it had on endurance racing and drift competitions? The RX-7 was a car that didn't just look fast, it was fast. Lightweight and with an aerodynamic design, the car was perfect for drivers looking for that balance between power and control, which made it especially dangerous on the racetrack. However, not everything was perfect. The Wankel engine, despite being innovative, had a major drawback: reliability. It required regular and careful maintenance, which put off many less experienced drivers or those who were not willing to invest so much time and money in repairs. Parts were harder to find, and few mechanics knew how to handle such a unique engine. For many, this was the price to pay for driving a work of art. But for true fans, these challenges were part of the experience. Driving an RX-7 wasn't just about driving from A to B. It was about feeling the road, understanding the machine, and enjoying every moment as the car glided through the curves as if it were in a precise dance. And that feeling is something few cars can provide. Even though the RX-7 ceased production in 2002, its legacy lives on. It still appears in drift competitions, classic car shows, and of course on the streets, where those lucky enough to own an RX-7 continue to keep their passion for this legendary car alive. The Mazda RX-7 is more than just a car. It is a legend, an icon, and an experience that for many goes beyond the wheel. It represents the perfect combination of technological innovation, bold design, and the love of speed and performance. A true jewel of the automotive world that will never be forgotten.